Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, thanks all of you that you're here together. I hope this event challenged your way of working, your way of thinking, the way you see CX, AI, marketing as well. That is my expertise. And I also hope it goes around another way around, so that you also challenge us. Today we are going to talk about one super cool project that we've done. And we are starting with dark facts, and it's going to be light, because in the end of the tunnel there is always a light. And thank God none of us is dead. So, okay, this is not working. Give me a second. Aha, we're on. So there is a disease that killed 1.8 million people in 2002 around the globe. Until the beginning of this presentation, until this point, one person in the USA got diagnosed with this disease. Our dear client asked themselves, what can we do about it? The logical thing was, let's build a screening quiz so that we can raise awareness about this disease, so that we can prevent this disease. And they did the quiz within Screver. So our initial goal was, hey, let's raise awareness. Let's make people aware that, hey, you're in the risk group, you should get to your doctor, and we stopped there. Then we thought to ourselves, that is not good enough. We want more. This is just saying to somebody, hey, you might be a risk group, go check yourself, is literally not enough. Nobody will do that. It's going to be just an information on the back of your head, and you're going to forget it after you're going to forget about it after you drink 2 glasses of wine. So we wanted to move fast from awareness to action. This was our main point. So we wanted 2 things. First thing is change of behavior. And the second thing is for the user to book the doctor's appointment, so it's the ultimate goal. All of this was collected within Screver, and this was our biggest challenge. So you have a CX platform, you're collecting data, everything stays within this platform. You're not leveraging this data to any other tool that you have and that you can leverage this data to. So let me explain the case. We have a landing page with the risk check on Screver. We also have super cool campaigns on Google and on Meta. We are targeting our target group. And they go to this website, they take the risk check, and what happens next? So everything stops literally here. This part, so have they actually did the final step? Or how can we extract the data about risk behavior from quiz and move it to other platforms to make them move through the funnel was not possible at all. We built the ecosystem. So this is the core point. You have your CX platform. In this case, you have Screver, which is great, and I encourage you to use it. And then you have all these platforms for targeting, for analytics. It can be any other platform. So you can also, for example, we will test the integration with CRM tools and all other things so that we see how it's working. And to be able to do this, there was one beautiful thing that needed to be done. It is the integration of Google Tag Manager. I just want to say about this integration that this was one of my favorite projects within my career. And this entire campaign is one of my favorite projects within my career, which is long, 10 years. On top of this, the next love story within our company, I mean, beautiful story, was when we actually connected OneDoc. OneDoc is a Swiss platform from which you can literally book your doctor's appointment. This was embedded in Screver on the last slide. If you're the risk group, you have the link to OneDoc, and you can book the doctor's appointment when you click on the link. This enabled us. OneDoc was sending us data to Screver, so we knew exactly from which survey, when, who booked the doctor's appointment. This beautiful thing here, Google Tag Manager, was the one who enabled us to share all the data from Screver to all of these platforms. We were able to retarget users based on their behaviors, based on their characteristics, based on if they they ended up being a risk group, did not check, they didn't book the appointment, and they didn't even click on the link to prevent the disease, we targeted them. In practical way, what does this mean? Let's take this as an example, and this is a hint about what disease I'm talking about. People stated they are smokers. They're smoking. In standard, regular world, you have this data is locked within this platform. And what can you do? So I have the data about users who are smokers, and it's locked. It stays there. I cannot use it. I cannot push this data to Meta. I cannot push those users to GA4 and look what they're looking on my website. I cannot find out anything about them. They're locked. So, but with this integration, you have smokers. And then we say, aha, let's build an audience in GA4 to see what those smokers are looking at. Are those smokers triggering some other event that is really important for our business? By the way, they are. We also see that they are also involved not only in this disease, but in other diseases that are related to this one. This was another experiment which we did also with this company, but for another thing. And it related this integration and the data from this integration. And when you have these users, where you are able to extract them from Screver, you are able to push them in GA4, you are able to observe them, to learn about them. You are also able to send them to Meta. You are able to send them to Google Ads. You can also give them much more attributes than just the one from the survey. Then we do what we do best, and that is advertising. And that is great, because with this approach, we are enabling brands to leverage a vast amount of data and actually do something meaningful. Nobody will be triggered by the first ad they see. Nobody. That's impossible. Only if it's not, hey, I'm giving something for free. So you need to see the ad, you need to be encouraged to do things. And for you to be encouraged, you need to run smart campaigns, advertising, etc. All of this is without AI. So, what we enable is called hyper-targeting. This is a really smart quote. Wherever they click, you're there. Wherever they state, you know, and you can use that. So, why is hyper-targeting a thing? So, hyper-targeting will enable you personalized messages and a personalized experience across all platforms. So, you're not pushing something in front of somebody who is not interested in that thing, that is not relevant for them. And those are like small, specific things that are just important for your business that you can leverage with hyper-targeting.